Well, I can't say I didn't see this coming. It looks like Riyad Mahrez is set to leave Manchester City Football Club to Saudi Arabia to Al Ali, who have scheduled a medical with the Algerian. I think I saw this coming like a couple weeks ago when the rumors started to appear on multiple different reports, different news outlets, and honestly, the main goal, in my opinion, is to keep Bernardo Silva. If Riyad Mahrez leaves and Bernardo Silva stays, I think we'll be all right for next season. I mean, you have to understand, when you win the treble with a team, you've accomplished literally the pinnacle of club football. And this is a guy that's won the African Cup of Nations with his country in Algeria, and he is a fantastic player. And we are never going to forget all the wonderful performances he's had for Man City. I mean, when it's UCL nights, when it's away leg, home leg, Etihad, you see Riyad Mahrez with those black gloves, you know damn well it means business. In my opinion, I think this is going to go through. Man City are looking like they're going to be letting go of Riyad Mahrez. I honestly think this is like 70%, 75% likely in my opinion. It's probably closer to like 80, 85% in my opinion, if I would give a distinct number possibility. But in terms of replacements, I saw like, I think it was it Aston Villa or some team in the Premier? They had a bid of like 35 million euro. I think it was Aston Villa for Moussa Diaby from Leverkusen. That is a player that I want so badly. He is a filthy. He's like 5'7". He is one of the fastest players in the Bundesliga. He's left-footed. He's amazing. Not as technically gifted as Riyad Mahrez, but there's very few players in the world that are as technically gifted as him, especially Bernardo Silva. If we lose both those players, then it is cause for danger. Then we can start being a little bit worried. But if we lose Riyad Mahrez and we keep Bernardo Silva, I'm content with that. Riyad Mahrez is a Premier League legend. He's not just the Premier League legend, he's just a football legend, in my opinion. Some of his amazing games in the Centurion season, I remember that. He was player of the season when Leicester City won the title. UCL Champions League, amazing performances against Real Madrid in the first leg at the Etihad last season. I remember his amazing game against Paris Saint-Germain in both legs during the pandemic season. Riyad Mahrez hat-trick in the FA Cup semi-final. He's single-handedly demolished Tottenham. He started our comeback this season. I mean, he's played well against Liverpool. He's played well against Manchester United. Even that amazing cutback turn he had against Brighton, I think on the last day to win the league. His amazing shot with his weak foot into the top right-hand corner. I'm never going to forget that. Riyad Mahrez has been an absolutely amazing servant to Manchester City, and to see him go, which is, in my opinion, very, very, very likely, it's going to hurt, but at the same time, this guy is, I think, 31, 32 years old. He's near the end of his career now, so if you see what Al Ali is offering, you can't really disagree. You can't really hate on Riyad Mahrez for accepting that offer. So I want to say thank you to Riyad Mahrez. He's been one of the most sensational players we've ever had at Manchester City Football Club. He isn't, he might be in the conversation for one of our greatest ever wingers. Definitely one of our greatest ever wingers. If we did a Man City all-time Premier League 11, he has a very good chance of making it into that team, into that right wing spot, depending on if you have wingers in your team. But I don't think I've ever seen a football player have a better first touch than Riyad Mahrez in my life. That may seem biased, but I have never seen a football player with the touch, with the level of exquisite footwork that Riyad Mahrez has. Remember, he is not strong, he's not fast, but he's one of the best football players in his prime. He was one of the best players in the world at his prime, and he's definitely one of the best players in Premier League history at that right wing position. And his left foot, he's just mesmeric. Mystic Mahrez, he's the Mystic Man. I've called him the Mystic Man for 2 years now. So if he is going to go, possible replacements, I really don't see us going for someone like Moussa Diaby. I honestly, if he does go, then I'll look into some right wings. Could we see someone like Julian Alvarez get more minutes on the right? Could we see Phil Foden switch into the right? I mean, I know Kevin De Bruyne is injured, so he might play in the middle. Could we see Cole Palmer stay at Man City if Riyad Mahrez is going? Because we definitely need the squad depth. I think he's good enough to play in the Premier League right now. Could we see some academy players coming in? Because we definitely need the squad depth. I'm trying to think of this as a positive sense because Bernardo Silva, if he stays, could get a lot of minutes next season playing on that right mid spot because he was absolutely sensational when he was playing. Even when he was playing as a total campista against Arsenal at that left center mid, left back role. At the Emirates. But regardless, Riyad Mahrez looks likely to be leaving Manchester City. If he does, I want to say thank you to Riyad Mahrez for everything that you've done for our club. You are one of the best players I think I've ever seen in the Premier League.